welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be watching Sanctuary Season 1, Episode 2, Part 2 to the one before, which I did not realise. So, hope you enjoy. Bye. Why?
Please. Trust me.
Those, restraints just work with, a click of his fingers? Did he just, do that by himself, or is there a button? This is the most irrelevant thing to be focusing on, but I'm really curious as to how the technology works. If she's running this entire thing, how does she make it? She had to have modified that for him, because otherwise she would have, restrained his extra appendage. So, maybe.
Kind of harsh for a job interview, don't you think?
Thank you for your opinion, Henry.
I'm just saying, this newbie all alone with a new arrival.
Whom he helped capture.
Yeah.
Okay, this does mean she does have extra stuff. I mean, obviously, but, how many? I'm interested. I want to know. I don't know.
Sure, he might pull it off. You know, even a blind squirrel can find a nut. There's a monkeys and bananas. I can never remember.
Do you have what I asked for?
The analysis of the goop you took from the cop's frontal lobe. Check.
Ah, she did take the thing out of his head. Cool. So it's connected to the... Wait, so the boy, it took something out of them, or did it leave a residue behind? Because clearly it left residue behind.
If you match up the mineral traces in the plutonium sample to known mining operations in each possible location.
Survivors of this disaster moved on and had children.
Yeah, if you can call them that.
Your sensitivity is breathtaking.
The kid sucks brains. Not that I'm being judgmental.
Is there anything else?
So he's a descendant of a Chernobyl survivor, the Chernobyl... So she's saying that the Chernobyl disaster, gave him the ability to mutate them and gave him an extra appendage. Which is interesting. I don't know how to feel about that.
No, not really. Working girl was found murdered behind a warehouse down near Circle Square about 4 hours ago.
That's not important.
Edit how?
Typical old grounded you.
She did. I'm just going.
Hey, I never saw you.
Attaboy.
Well, let me tell you something. You see this guy
Yeah,
here?
but it's impressive.
He scares me a hell of a lot more than you do.
He's right there. Will, stop with the microaggression.
Okay, how come you're not trying to eat my brain anymore? I think I'm getting the hang of things.
What does he need the brains for, though? That's my question. What does his arm need them for? Does it absorb the radiation? Because presumably his radiation is higher if he's, a descendant of people from Chernobyl. His radiation level must be higher than, his parents. So, how does that affect the people around him? Is he taking the radiation of normal human people to survive?
Things here. The less I'm scared of you, the less you want to snack on my cerebellum.
Maybe if you don't fear. That makes sense, because in fear you produce hormones and stuff.
Alexei.
My name's Will. All this started?
I lived in Kiev with parents. They told me I was not safe. Adopt me. Bring me here. But they're not like me. Not after.
Wasn't the kind of reception you were hoping for, huh?
They were afraid. I tried to stop it.
So, the more fear, the more it comes out? No, you just want to be safe. Listen to me, Alexei. Feeling safe is something we all need.
Oh, she does recognize him. Okay. But also, how long has this been going on for if she was able to recognize him, immediately, without, even seeing his face? What did she do?
Come on now, baby girl. We just talking shop.
Silvio, please. Right now you're giving yourself an ice cream headache trying to figure out how much that kid is worth on the open market.
They sell creatures? I mean, I should have expected that. I'm not saying Silvio himself does, but like, that's not good. I thought that was what they weren't working against. Like, why are they working with him then?
Just my greedy baseline personality.
Well, you want to work with us, you play by our rules, you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. What has he done in the past, though? Because that sounds like he has a history if he's still got contacts with the market, although I guess they're using him as a contact. So, what did he do to make them trust him, or are they just paying him a lot of money? That feels more likely, but still. He has to have a history somewhere. Everyone does. Which reminds me, we still don't know what Will's connection to that beast is. Beast. Giant monster thing with teeth. Like, if he has repressed that, how much? What else is in his brain?
I'm down
Because
with
clearly something went wrong there.
the whole protect and study thing, okay? Peace, love, and incent.
Oh shit. I did. Didn't see that coming, but like, this is why your mother wanted you to stay inside. Darn.
Do I have your attention?
That's a whole ass throwing star thing. It's like the end of a mace. Damn. Okay, yeah, he's definitely a vampire. He's got pointy ears. Like, I should just fire back with a gun. Like, yep. Sure, she just saw her friend murdered, but like, still, she got a gun. Guns fire faster than throwing stars or whatever they are, because you have to, throw them. There's a gun, you can just pull a button. Also, ouch. But if he can survive that, how does he have the ability to lose that much blood and, like, not die? Because that'd be a lot of blood if you're pulling that directly out of your chest. Like, he got stabbed in the heart. Because he didn't die immediately. Like, he still had time to scream. That or he died after he started screaming, but, like, still. Odd. Something's going on there.
Don't do it. Your whole life is in it.
If only you knew.
Wait, are we in a flashback?
You a little cold?
Opinions
We're in a flashback. They did a little weird theory thing.
seems to be divided. Care to join me?
So maybe it was actually used to be a castle. Like, not just a house, it looks like a castle. It actually is a castle.
Wow,
Good view, though, I bet.
that is quite a view.
I come here to reflect, particularly when I can't sleep.
Yeah, but on top of the rampart?
Guessing that happens a lot.
You're finding all this too much, aren't you?
Can she sleep, like, at all if she's a vampire? Like, vampires don't usually sleep.
I don't know. I think I'm handling the
Give him a
whole
break.
world turned upside down thing pretty well.
But you're having a hard time accepting it.
If you were me, wouldn't you?
I was you. A long time ago.
Extraordinary. It's beyond extraordinary.
Okay, but if I was him, I would not let go of that pole. He just took his whole hand off. Like, sir, you are literally on top of a castle. It could fall off. And it's windy.
It's just... It's not my world. I'm having a little difficulty wrapping my head around it.
Yeah, but you've seen it. You can't unsee it. You don't know what's going on. Like, if you go back to a day job, you're not going to be able to focus properly because you're like, but all this is going on. Not quit both jobs and not work. And you can't really quit this one because you know now there's not that many people, so what are you going to do?
This wasn't an impulse on my part. I've known this was your destiny since you first came to my attention.
She did say it.
Yeah, since you knocked me down in an alley.
Since you were 8 years old, actually.
Okay.
When you told the world of monster.
Maybe I would do that to a person. You have to rationalize it at some point. Like, obviously that happened, but like, it takes a while to get over that kind of thing. I guess that's why I became a therapist though, because if you have issues, sometimes you need someone to talk about it, and so I guess talking to other people about their issues is better than confronting your own, maybe?
But you didn't
Well, at least in his terms. Not saying that's a good idea.
imagine it. And that trauma spurred a lifelong commitment to the study of the mind.
Yeah, there you go.
You became obsessed with perception.
I don't know how many therapists go into therapy because of their own personal issues.
You published papers on how easily we mistake illusion for reality.
That's a lot of work. You know how long a paper takes to publish?
It's real.
You think?
The life you built is the only way you can make sense of what happened to you, Will.
How can you expect me to help these creatures? One of them took everything from me.
Yeah, of course you did. Otherwise, why would you bring it
You
up?
knew how this would affect me.
It's your choice, Will. In the end, it's a massively.
I mean, I guess not. But, why is the gun shiny? It's made of gold. Okay, I guess if they are vampires, then, like, I guess holding a silver is not an option, so... Interesting.
You son of a bitch!
You got modifications, huh? That or it's made of copper, but I guess copper's not the same as silver, because silver is... Does that mean the bullets themselves are silver? Oh, it can't be silver bullets. I mean, like, gold. I mean, the bullets themselves are also made of gold or copper. Because if you have silver bullets... Not silver... Sorry, silver bullets as wolves. I just meant, like... If you have a gun made of, like, metal that you can hold, like... I wonder what other modifications...
Be afraid.
Well, obviously... Oh, yeah, no, they're different like vampires. There's no way I know who can...
Myself off.
Funny, you don't strike me as a quitter!
Also, she's firing... She's firing a bunch of shots. Like, there's no way if they get a crime person in here that she's not going to be traced back to the scene. Like, you got ballistics, and you presumably got fingerprints. There's this guy that doesn't seem to be leaving a trace, but I actually feel like she's leaving a trail, which could potentially implicate her in Sylvia's murder if he is actually dead. Which is not good. Literally don't. See, there you go. Oh.
Thinking, who is he? What is he? How will I bring him down?
Actually, just focus on your own man breath. That's some nasty bridge work, dude.
Also, if he is a vampire, and presumably her mum is like, does that mean she's not?
Put on.
Like Donkey Kong? Yeah, he's different. He's faster. Oh, wait. I'm guessing I'm still going with the vampire theory, but I think, like, older vampire, you have to be older to be more skilled, whereas he seems like pretty young. Like, she has fledgling vibes, whereas he seems like he's at least the same age as her mother, which I guess means that she's not as skilled, which is not good. Like, she's not winning.
Completely lacking in discipline, but impressive enough.
Also, I just remember that Helen has her hair down, like, we seen her with her hair up. Oh, maybe she's half human, half vampire. That's not a bad idea. Like, either of them, they might not be pure-blooded. But he feels like he is, but they don't have pointed ears. Like, they have normal human ears. Unless Ashley's a full vampire and Helen's not, because she seems kind of different. But we haven't seen her with her hair up. Whereas Helen has had her hair up. So, it doesn't seem to have pointed ears. That, or he's pure-blooded in there, but yeah, I'm thinking there has to be a difference in there somewhere. Because his physicality and stuff is different. And he just overall just has a different vibe. Not like the pointed ears and the ability to move fast, whereas Helen doesn't seem to have that, and neither does Ashley, so there has to be a divide somewhere. I'm gonna go with the half human, half vampire theory for a bit, because she's got good skills, so she's probably something.
Who are you?
Just someone new in town.
Okay.
Beyond that, I wouldn't want to be the one to spoil the surprise. Now,
He's not her dad, I don't think. I wouldn't be against it, but maybe, like, I don't think he's related, but there's something there.
it's time you learn to...
Oh, they're telepathic, okay. Interesting. Although I guess they don't have the voice box, or she just got gills, so... That's really interesting. Like, I don't know how I thought they communicate, but sign language would have been neat.
If it's him, we're safe.
There's a vibe going on with the... Because of that mermaid, like, seems to know stuff too, so... They have a history as well.
Actually, I'm not afraid of him harming me. More of what he may do to others.
Your mother? Protect the innocent. Study the bizarre, the inexplicable.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, okay, he's not dead. Good. Up there. Also, yeah, human technology versus technology from, like, the literal, like, 15...
Chosen left alive.
1500s.
Mortals.
Oh, what's he singing? Interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking, something happened. There's a thing there. I think there's definitely a cycle of some kind. There has to be, because there's no way that makes sense otherwise. But also, if this like a texture, like, how did How did they get where they are now? How are they still holding power?
Fans are for losers. I like my bike.
I see, he looks harmless enough.
Literally do not let him in. Because if this is how he gets in, who knows what he's gonna literally leave him outside the gates. They'll leave the van outside the gates and just, well, actually maybe don't lock him in. Like, maybe put the van somewhere. Don't let him in, or at least tell your mother that you're letting him in. Like, if he's who she's telling you to stay away from and you've just brought him here, you've screwed everything up. Like, what's he gonna do when he gets inside?
He took 10,000 volts plus a triple drink.
Drink him again.
So he's gonna have a serious migraine.
Mr. Cool, let Mom know. Me, I am hitting the showers.
Okay, cool. Hey,
Don't leave him alone in
you
there.
want a gin pop?
Literally don't. That's a bad
I
idea.
mean, he's gonna be asleep for like 2 days.
No, he's not.
The shoe.
Like, those are some deep pits. He's knocking Henry out. Don't unhandcuff him. Do not take the zip ties off. Bad idea.
Okay, well,
Don't turn around.
So
Walk
you
out
say.
backwards. See? There you go. See? Dumb. Should have. I was gonna say check for pulse, but I don't think he has one. So you literally should have just done something to double check. Why?
Where we keep the bad things.
You put him in with the maximum security normals. Why did you tell him that?
Show me around.
I'm curious as to whether Henry's. He does kind of have like quiet werewolf vibes. And it would make sense, because I feel like Will is really the only human like in this institution.
What is it for? Me.
For him specifically? Or, well, I mean, clearly if he says me, but like, okay.
Shut it down.
But why?
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense.
Shut it down.
Okay.
But he's already in there, isn't he? So, why does he need the EM field shut down if he's already inside the building?
Some super fast psychopathic dude. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Grab what weapons you can. We'll need them.
No, not until you tell me why the school is such a problem.
About you and me, not her.
A moment. You have no idea what it's been like. Alone, wandering this godforsaken world.
Yeah, but you could have literally made that choice. Like, unless all everybody else he knows is dead, but like, still. Like, there's not downsides to living in the 21st century.
Wanting only
Come on. Like,
peace. A fragment of what we had. What I lost.
You have nothing to gain by harming her.
it's part of like a cop out, like, surely there'd be remnants of people somewhere.
He will die.
Oh, where did he go? Oh, are they in an enclosure? Shit.
I don't know much about your mother's pets, but I would imagine they
Was it-
really still.
Also, like, how can they teleport in and out unless there's an EM field like around the cages as well? Because why else would you have turned it off?
Wouldn't be advisable.
That's interesting though. Oh, teeth.
I think it'll help her mention something about where the worst of the worst are kept.
Like, literally only getting dog grabs. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, there's no way they're gonna refer to him like that and have him not be something.
One of your precious creatures is a blunt instrument. Some of my best work, I think.
You would have taken this risk. To risk her. Because you have to. You're dying, aren't you?
Harold,
He is? I thought they were all dead.
Dying simply comes down to survival.
Wait, so if he's dying, like, do they only have a specific amount of time that they're alive? Alive for? Like, because if they're vampires, aren't vampires, like, usually immortal? There has to be a catch in there somewhere, because, like, it doesn't make sense if you have a theoretically immortal creature. That, or they're supposed to be immortal but aren't, and something's happened. Like a plague or something, which, ugh.
I intend to do whatever.
Unless he's just talking about his mortal body, and he needs to find another one. In which case that also makes sense, but that's kind of stupid. So.
It is necessary to ensure mine.
He's not old, though.
It means killing her.
Her life is in your hands, Helen. Don't think you want to lose her over something as easily accessible as your own blood.
He wants a blood transfer? How long does that last, then? If their species has to survive on, like, transfer of blood, like, how long does that last? It's usually if you transfer blood, it's just, like, it's as long as possible. But that sounds like if you put another person's blood in your own body, it deteriorates at some point in time, and you only get it. You don't get it for long. Like, and if she is from the past, if they both are, when did that last happen? Also, is she a blood doctor? Is that why she's a blood doctor specifically? I mean, she works in a morgue, but, like, she said that she had doctorates and other things. So I'm assuming this is another thing, because you can't really do a blood transfer without proper medical training, because it's messy.
You can do it again.
I can help you, John.
No,
How can I possibly tell her?
she must have asked.
Did they clone her? Like, was she made from multiple people's blood rather than, like, being born? Like, the way that they're talking about it, it actually sounds like an artificial construct. That, or she's, like, a freak of nature or something. Because she said that, Helen said that she wasn't born by, like, a technicality, and she's not adopted. So,
How she came by her killer instincts.
She thinks her father's dead.
so is he her dad? Maybe? That makes sense, but, like, I'm thinking she was bred for something specific using their DNA, rather than, like, them actually having a relationship, because that makes more sense. Because his speed, like, she was easily matched with him, so he has to be at least some part of his DNA. But why, I don't know.
Wonder how she'd miss.
Blood poisoning?
Friend to nature's abominations, an enemy of common sense. Your blood, Helen.
That or Helen's blood has, like, special properties for something. Because if they are the same species, it feels like if he needs her blood specifically, then something has to be better about it, allegedly. Because if he's just deteriorating from, like, a normal blood transfer, something is weird somewhere.
Time is growing.
Oh, he did pick him up. Okay, good. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Cool looking. You're not gonna defeat that thing just by punching it. Oh, girl. Making things worse. Also, he told you to stay still. And you just run and jump off a wall. You're just sentencing yourself to... Well, literally, what are you gonna do? Oh, he just locked himself in there. That door is dead. Is that her, like, entire... Is that her neck? Like, root taken? Oh, he's biting it with his teeth. Okay. Why? Oh, he's dying. Aww. Is that thing acidic? Because it's literally, like, smoking. Like, are its claws acidic? Or is it just really long? It's like a crocodile. Crocodile demon. I forgot he could... It's so stupid. I literally forgot that he could do that. Because it's so dumb. It's like when you have to select items in video games. That's what that is. What are you gonna do? You gonna knock it out with a drain pipe? That'll help, sure. She just has vials of her blood, like, on hand. It's a bit ridiculous. Also, like, if you know people are going to come after you with your blood, and if you also have security measures, why would you take it out of your body? Why would you take it out of your body? Because at least if it's, like, not out of you, you still have a fighting chance, right? But I don't know.
How can I be sure?
It's fine.
You have other people's blood in there? Really? Why?
Centrifuged. Pure.
Yeah, but the emphasis on the pure there, like, if you take some blood of someone's body, it would be pure because it's theirs. So, like, what DNA is she taken out of her own blood to make it work with them? Because also, that's not, I don't think that's how blood transfusions work. She'd have to know his blood type first, right? And if the blood transfusion didn't take because of his DNA or something, like, something's weird. Also, what's gonna happen if it doesn't work? Is he gonna, like, explode?
Forgive me, John.
Stop. Oh my god, stop saying that. The least funniest. That's like the funniest way to explode someone. Like, not explode, but like, oh my god, the electrical sparks there? Ridiculous looking. I know I should be focusing on the CGI, but like, why does he keep saying 5? If you say 5, but you have also previously said that everyone is gone, have you summoned them prior to this? What are they gonna do? Did she break a vampire law or something? Also, counterpoint. How did he know that that was gonna break? Like, surely Helen would have kept all the pipes and things in place so that it couldn't get out, even though it is in a deep hole. Like, it's got arms, just climb up. But if your pipes are broken, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like, tight security. That means, like, you stop anything from potentially being risky, right? So why not double check your drain pipes? It doesn't like the light, okay? That was way too easy. They're not healing him. That was way too easy, I think. Hours? Or 4?
Hey. Wow. How you feeling?
Like that? Oh, okay. That quick? Something's weird. I'm thinking she did get the healing abilities from that guy. Like, most of those third scars are gnarly.
Broke the skin.
You were literally dying, but okay.
So I wanted to say that I might have underestimated you. A little.
He's not staying, though.
Saving my life. It was good. If those are for the big guy, he's allergic.
My mom was killed. I was terrified of things that I didn't understand, things that I couldn't understand. But now, I don't know. Maybe there is no such thing as a monster.
Well, I'm thinking that the real monsters are, like, more human than these guys. So maybe you should. I feel like you're gonna regret that statement a little bit later, Will.
Forget it. Just get better.
Is such a thing as monsters?
See? So are those the only words he's spoken the entire time? Because I'm pretty sure Helen said that he wasn't, like, capable of functional speech. So why is he talking to Will now? Like,
Dr. Zimmerman? How unfortunate.
he has a house he needs to pay the rent on.
What you've built here.
How much would she pay him if he did actually take the job, though? Like, would she pay him? I still had no idea if she actually has, like, a legal record or anything.
research that you've done. 30 minutes in that library, and I got to the bottom of questions I didn't even have the sense to ask.
I want to see the library. Let me see the library.
Some of the most confounding cases I'd ever worked on were suddenly crystal clear.
And yet you're ready to walk
I
away.
wanted me here because you said I was a truth seeker. Just like you. But I know you've
That's the
withheld.
shittiest way to possible to sit in that chair. Like, his shoulders are all the way up here. You're sitting like this. Like, that can't be comfortable, because that chair has, like, a low back. Like, that's not a high-backed chair. Change your position.
Things from me.
And her daughter. I think her daughter would be more important here rather than him, but I don't like that theoretically Will's gonna find out things first. I know he's the protagonist, but like, damn it. Communicate with your daughter.
What things, Will?
Like, you think she's not gonna ask questions about what just happened? And I understand she's in recovery, but like, please, ugh. She was like a fully grown woman in that flashback. Like, what? Oh, he's thinking logically, never mind. Hang on. Did she take this job from her mother? From his mother?
Teenage Monster Hunter? Case in the 1880s.
I didn't know giving him access to the library if you want to keep your secrets.
He was my first patient.
Oh!
You can travel through time. Either that or you're more than...
I am 157 years old.
How is any of this possible?
Really good blood doctors, apparently.
When you work at
And possibly a facelift.
the frontiers of science for as long as I have, the reward...
Okay, but like, actually going through time and like being a scientist, like literally living through like actually decades of scientific advancement would actually be like so cool. Like, I know we're technically doing that now, but like, particularly from like the 19th century to like the 21st, like, if you can remember all of that, that's actually so neat, because you'd have the knowledge of like discovery and stuff. You'd have all of that in your brain. And that's really, really cool. Like, I know we have it as like historians, but like to actually live through it, imagine the perspectives you could get.
Rewards and curses are
There has to be a downside to all this. I know she just did curses, but like, what is the downside to this?
unexpected.
Like what?
My God. You treated one of the most notorious serial killers of all time.
He wasn't always that. He was dying.
He's also literally dead right now, so I doubt it killed. What, you're gonna go up to a police precinct and be like, hey, I caught Jack the Ripper and he's dead now? Like, what are you gonna do with that? You have to live with all this information. You signed onto this job, Will.
I gave him my blood to prolong his life.
Oh, okay, so it is her blood. So he might have just been a normal man. So if she gave him a blood transfusion when so I'm assuming he was human, and then she gave him a blood transfusion, which gave him the abilities, because I'm theoretically guessing that she's just always been like this.
Lonely tonight, gentlemen?
Oh, prostitutes. Oh, so if his name is John, does that mean his name is Jonathan? Because Jack's like short for Jonathan.
Mr. Druid, you frightened me.
I love that they're giving her period accurate teeth.
Okay.
John,
Is that a sword cane? Neat.
this ends here.
So he's killed at least 6 of them, right?
Fiancé.
Fiance.
Or should I say former fiancé?
Hello? Oh, I mean, I wasn't wrong. But like, okay.
Dr. Helen Magnus.
How'd she get a doctorate in the 1800s? She's a woman. Not being sexist, I'm just like, that would not have happened, I don't think. But
As the lady wishes.
to be fair, she did say it live. Oh, there we go.
Wasn't he? Ashley.
I kept the embryo frozen for over a century until I could bear the loneliness no longer. I brought it to term, believing John was gone for good.
Oh, okay, wait. So, she found out she was pregnant, took the egg out of her body, froze it, and then, carried it. Well, that seems unnecessarily complicated. Unless vampires, like, can't give birth, like, naturally. Which is...
I underestimated his...
Why is that a technicality, though? Like, she said by blood before, like, last episode, she said technically, like, adopted technically. Why wouldn't you just tell her that she is her daughter? Because Ashley knows that she's her daughter, but why wouldn't you just tell Will that straight away?
His determination.
Okay. How old's Ashley then? Because she'd have to be like, what, 130 something? If Helen had her when she was... I don't know, she's what, like mid-20s? And if Helen's like 157, she can't have had her that long ago. Like, although to be fair, I guess you don't really want to give birth in the 1800s because, you know, disease and stuff. But it's more of a question of when rather than why now, isn't it? But also, why would you just not tell her? Although I guess that makes sense, not telling her that her dad is like a murderous, like, vampire that Helen, like... I understand not telling her all of this stuff. But, like, can she find out soon so that this isn't prolonged and Will doesn't tell her by accident? Just tell her soon. Just decide that if you've told Will, then you should tell your daughter.
Here's the deal. If we're gonna work together, the first rule, the only rule, is that you're straight up with me.
Didn't you already tell her that?
I've just trusted you with my deepest, darkest secret.
Oh, I like the lilies there. I don't know what the lilies on her desk symbolize, but there's something possibly because they're a specific kind and they're white. But I don't know.
I know. It's just...
I want the chicken? Oi, be
I
quiet.
just know that I've spent a lifetime living a lie and I can't do it anymore.
I understand.
No, I'm serious. You open this place up to me. Every monster, every room, everything that...
All of them, that's a lot of things.
Falls, flies, teleports. If I'm gonna be of any use to you, I got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, but like, how does she stay like this? Because either she's an immortal or she's a vampire. But vampires have to drink blood. So, how does that happen? Is there a blood supply somewhere? Or is she just like a normal human with abilities? Like, how does she stay young? Does he stay young with her blood? So maybe she's just born with the ability to just live? Because clearly she still acts like a normal human if she can go out and drink it. I don't know. Like, I just have to assume that she's just born with that ability and there's no drawbacks. So it's probably curses, but like, what curses?
Point. Is there anything else?
Is there a health plan?
Yeah. Why not?
But I can promise you the adventure of many, many lifetimes.
I'd rather take a health plan, to be fair. Okay, so I didn't watch parts 1 and 2 together, and I feel like that lessened the effect a little bit. Which is, admittedly, slightly annoying. But, still good episodes. I'm curious though to see, like, I have to assume now that the show is just gonna go, and they're just gonna run around and, get people while also, like, figuring out things about John and Helen, who seem to, at this point, be the central focus of the stuff, backstory, and whatever. We're gonna get Helen's backstory through a John-related lens, maybe. Still don't have any particular attachment to Will or Ashley. I do want Ashley to find out soon, though, however, because clearly she knows she's got abilities, but she doesn't know where they're from, and I really don't want the miscommunication to go on that long. But, like, if it does, I need their confrontation to be, like, to be impactful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.